Hello YouTube family, welcome back to Phase Lock Life. On my channel, I talk about locks, wellness, and entertainment. And this video, guys, is going to be no different. It's going to be a little unorthodox and different because I'm more going in on this video towards more of the entertainment type of thing. We're going to be talking about no other than Kanye West today. Okay, that seems to be really buzzing out here right now, and I actually wanted to chime in on that and just give my opinion. Disclaimer, there's going to be no bashing here on this channel. It's not going to be anything controversial. We're not getting all political, anything like that. I just wanted to just chime in with my opinion. Basically, I wrote down a couple of notes, but it's basically going to be just my opinion and what I think of it, what I think Kanye possibly is trying to do. Okay, but before we get all that, I want to welcome anyone who may be new here to my channel at Phase Lock Life. Welcome. I'm glad that you chose to come over here to listen to what I have to say. And if you like what I have to say, then you may possibly consider, becoming one of my lock stars. And for all of my lock stars who may be coming back here to visit my channel again, thank you. I really love you guys. I'm always down with you all. I like the fact that you come and check in with your girl, okay? So any old ways, with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this Kanye business, okay? I'm going to actually preference a YouTuber on here who I actually saw the video on his channel. The guy's name is... Excuse me real quick, guys. Let me just clear my throat. Hold on a second. And if you ain't drinking your water, guys, remember to drink your water. Okay, but anyways, I got this. I saw the video on Hassan Campbell's channel. There's a YouTuber out here named Hassan Campbell. He's a YouTuber that comes out of New York. Very edgy kind of channel. He's a little bit, rough around the edges, but he actually reminds me of the guys that I grew up around when I was younger. Unfortunately, when you grow up in those environments and things happen to you sometimes, you can kind of be a little bit on the edgy side. But anyways, that is where I saw the video from. It just popped up in my stream and I was interested in what it had to say. So basically, Kanye West, and let me get my glasses on, and I'm sure a lot of you probably have already heard, it's all over the news, all over the place on TV. So Kanye has been interviewing on several different platforms, so I'm sure you guys may be aware. I'm just chiming in as I said before. So basically, Hassan Campbell's video popped up in my timeline, so I clicked on it, and it was talking about where Kanye West had his 3-hour interview on Drinkchamps, right? And that is the let me see, get that ring light out of there. That is the platform where ex-rapper Noriega, I guess they call him Nore. He heads up that podcast, that show. It's not a podcast, but it's a show. So he's like the host of the show, and then there's like a couple of other guys, I believe, that help host that show. But anyways, usually when you go on Drinkchamps, they usually talk about the history of that particular rapper or music personality or whatever have you. They usually like go through like the years, their songs, their albums, all that kind of stuff, and then they may end up asking some questions like what their opinion is on other singers and rappers, and like, okay, if you're gonna choose this or this, who would you choose? But apparently I kind of feel like now, I think Noriega may have kind of had an idea of like what Kanye was probably going to talk about, but I don't think that he thought Kanye was going to go as far as Kanye actually did. Okay, so Kanye told him that he could ask him any question, nothing was off limits or whatever like that. So it started off all good and all that other kind of stuff, and Kanye started to talk about the industry and the people that run the industry. We all know that Jewish people pretty much run the industry as it relates to music, as it relates to like the movie industry, and I think like media and all that other type of stuff. So Kanye started to talk about that and talk about how our people are just enfranchised through all that music stuff, and how they've kind of had control over us and doing us wrong and all this and all that kind of stuff. Now my thing about that is, okay, he started off with talking about that, and then he ends up going into like his deals that he has had, and how he has been like kind of blocked from different things. And then towards the end, he starts to talk about his kids and Kim and all that other kind of stuff. Okay. So I'm sitting here like, okay, what is Kanye doing? Because my thing is we all already know who runs the industries. Like, that's common knowledge. Everybody already knows that. That kind of reminds me of like what Sam Walton did in the food industry, how he cornered the market on them, although that affected more of the like the business people on top. But at the same time, I feel like it affected people and all that kind of stuff too, because some people are more able to get to these Walmart stores in an easier fashion, as opposed to other areas. Like, so say up in Boston, a lot of people in the areas where we grew up and lived was nowhere near a Walmart. Like, you would have to like drive out to get to it. So most of those people that could have really benefited from it didn't benefit from that. They could have it was more beneficial for people who actually didn't really need something like that, that could afford more higher price stores like a Walmart. So it's just like so yeah, the industry like that, we know who runs it, we know how it affects our people. Okay, we got that. So my question was, okay, Kanye, why are you bringing up something that we already know? So now as he starts to go on and talk about it, then he talks about how he got cut off of Twitter, I got blocked on Twitter. Then there was supposed to be like maybe 2 to 3 or I think 4 shows, or it was something that he was supposed to put on, and they blocked him from all of that. So basically, Kanye has already got blocked by all of these high, powerful people that he is dealing with. He started talking about the Gap. I guess he has a contract with Gap or whatever. And I don't know if that got severed or something like that, but it was something about that with him having complications with putting his clothes inside of the Gap company and all those type of things. And then he starts to talk about how he's Moses, and he is coming to save our people, but he wants us to back him up. He wants us to be there for him and all of that type of stuff. And I'm saying, okay, so Kanye got blocked off of all of that, and so he decides to come over to Drinkchamps to get on to Nore to get support from the black people, because I feel like Kanye is dropping this knowledge about trying to potentially run in 2024. So he needs to get, in my opinion, I feel like Kanye is trying to get a following for him as it relates to the elections. Now, let me, before I get into all that, because like I said, I'm definitely not going to be on some real politicky type of thing, because that's only one piece of it that I think that Kanye is trying to do. But let me preface this by saying that what he's saying in terms of what's happening with the industry and all of that kind of stuff, that's true. Like that's not wrong. I don't feel like there's really anything wrong with him stating what is true, and that he shouldn't have to be silenced. That kind of reminds me of like how Nick Cannon had to go on his apology tour. They wanted Kanye to be apologetic about what he's saying, and Nore, he was just like apologizing, so he couldn't even apologize anymore. So it was kind of like, okay, I don't get why they would have to apologize for saying something that's true. But if it comes into like your own personal stuff, like how Kanye seems to be upset about the fact that he got blocked off of a lot of things, and how his dealings and all that stuff is going there, blocking him, this and that. Now, that has nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with the black community, that he is has chosen to deal, and he is up in the 1%. You are a $9 billion man right now, Kanye West. So you chose that life. You chose to sit amongst the rich and famous, and and delve yourself into that world. Now, also, you are still making the music with the same people that you're talking about. You've made beats for other people that, based on the same people that you're saying as destructing the people, and all these bad things are happening, and even though you know that to be true, you're still involved with them. So what are you really saying is what I'm saying. So you're still in entanglements with that. You're still making money off of that same industry that you're talking about, that's doing so wrong to the people. So I don't get that. To me, that's like a you can't have it both ways. You can't get upset when things ain't going all right with you with them, and then want to come to the black community when you was never, and correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I do not know, but I don't know of any type of thing that Kanye West is doing in terms of like helping the black community, or like some type of thing, and stop the violence. He's from Chicago. Like, what is he doing to stop the violence in Chicago? Are you pouring more money into there? Are you out here with some type of alternative for these kids? Like, they're going towards that music industry and stuff like that because the money is there, and they're trying to get out of the bad situations that they're in. How else are they going to get out of their situation? Now, I'm not condoning any of that kind of stuff, because I kind of feel like it's just a double-edged sword. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. So I know how it is growing up in those areas, because I came from one of those urban areas. So I know how hard it is to get out and to go the right route, especially when so many homes and kids are sitting there with no fathers there and whatever else to help these mothers raise these kids, and a lot of times grandmothers are raising them. So it's like, if you're going to come out and say stuff like that, you are a billionaire. Why don't you go and put some resources into those communities? Okay, Chicago, it is a big community that you're from that definitely needs help over there with violence and this and that. You are not going to be able to tell these kids to stop making this rap music that, and to be honest, now that I'm on the spiritual side and I understand manifestations and that how powerful your words really are, those words and raps and stuff that they're singing, they really are spells like that they're putting with it, because you keep that repetition, and you feel an emotion, because all it takes for manifestation is for you to put out words and you to feel them like they're really already happening, and you feel it, you will bring that to fruition. And them rappers, the way they put all that emotion and energy in that, talking about this and that, and if they talking about killing and how to treat women, when you sing that every day, and that's the music you listen to, and it's in your mind and your spirit so strong, it manifests, and you can already tell, because look at how many rappers are being killed out here. Like, it's like it's almost like, seriously, like a thing. If you get into that hardcore, real violent rap music, most of them are already dying out here. So you gotta be very careful about that. So the thing is, I would say, as far as with Kanye West saying things like that, you cannot. It's like, okay, yeah, we understand that that's what's going on, but at the same time, you need to be some type of solution if you're gonna talk about like how much more better are you going to be than them if you don't offer a solution to your people that you say you come to save. So that is something to think about. Now, you talking about, so it comes in with the political part too. I think he has an agenda on that. in regards to the fact that I believe Kanye wants to run. Like I said, in 2024, he's been kind of dropping a little bit of hints about that. So I think that's another thing, that while reason why he may be coming out to people and trying to recruit like at least the black base to vote for him if he should come out as president. That's, I don't know any more on that, and it seems like he's being very, very just dropping little hints with that, just little bit of hints, little bit of hints. So that may be happening with Kanye West on that tip. And then the last part of it that I noticed what he was saying is, you know, he was upset about the new guy that Kim Kardashian was messing with. So he said some things about him and pretty much opinionated stuff, and just probably not, you know, feeling good the fact that that his life is folding out in the public like that. His ex-wife is, you know, dealing with the guy, and he was saying something about the guy uses drugs and has tattooed his children's names on him or whatever. I think that they probably, you know, because Kanye and them are, you know, not doing so well, or whatever deals may not have been coming to fruition. It probably is a thing where, you know, they're definitely putting things out that they know will aggravate and get up under his skin. And I know for a fact that any person that has dealings like that, you know, you have to, everybody in the world has to watch your wife with someone else and your children. That must be a hard thing to deal with. So I think Kanye West is dealing with that. He says they're taking his children away and they're putting out the narrative that he is crazy. Do I think Kanye West is crazy? No, I do not. I think Kanye West, in order for you to be a billionaire like that, to stay up and deal with those folks like that, you definitely have to have some business savvy about you and some sense about you. There's definitely no way on this earth that you are going to be dealing in those circles and earning that type of money like that without being intelligent and smart and a good businessman. You're definitely going to have to be those things. Do I think there are some things that Kanye West is dealing with? Yes, I do. I do feel like he was on medicine or whatever like that. I can't say for sure if he is bipolar or I don't know. I don't know whatever diagnosis Kanye West has. I do feel like he probably does have some type of diagnosis. I think when he is not on, like so say for instance, if you see, because I've seen people like, and I know of people who are dealing with certain ailments, whether it be bipolar or schizophrenia or things like that. And if they're not on their medications, you can tell the difference as when they are. So, but just because you may have certain diagnoses like that does not mean that you are crazy and that you've lost your mind. You have a condition that you need medication to stay stabilized. Now, I think Kanye West may be in that type of position, but there is a difference when you are crazy and out of your mind and you don't know what's what and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. That's what I view as a person that's crazy and out of their mind. I don't think that is the situation with Kanye West. But anyways, I think at the end of the day, Kanye West just wants his family back. You know, he said that he wants his children and he wants Kim back, regardless of whatever it is that him and Kim is going through, or what Kim is doing on the side, or whoever else, or not even on the side, but like right out in public, because she was like publicly with this other man and stuff like that. So all of that is public knowledge. So yeah, I think that, you know, Kanye West ended up coming to Drinkchamps because that's probably the only platform that would take him. And then Nore ended up, you know, he thinking that he just, you know, brought Kanye on, and I don't know what Nore was thinking about. Maybe he thought, yeah, we gonna get mad views for this or whatever. I don't know what he was thinking about bringing Kanye on, and it was so kind of, it was funny, not funny, but funny, because you could watch him as Kanye West started to go on and start saying things that he probably shouldn't have been saying, and how he was trying to jump in like, no, we love it. You guys would have to check it out. Now, They took that down because it was up on the Drinkchamps for 24 hours. For 24 hours, and then Nore took that thing down because the next morning he must have got some phone calls. I heard that P. Diddy actually owns Drinkchamps. I'm not too sure about that, but I heard P. Diddy, so he probably got a call from P. Diddy. He probably got a call from the Jewish community. He probably got a call, but like he got several calls because that dude was up on Hassan Campbell channel. He showed the video of Nore on the beach, y'all. He went out to the beach. It was like 7 in the morning. He talked about, boy, he had the most worried look on his face. He's on the beach smoking a cigarette, walking around like, yeah, guys, I got a lot of thinking to do, y'all. I got a lot of thinking to do, y'all. Free speech ain't free speech, y'all. It ain't free. It is different now, y'all. I got a lot of thinking to do. I'm not willing. I'm just not willing to. I guess basically now this is a hardcore. Nore was a hardcore rapper. We talk about, and boy, when he got that phone call or whoever called him up, several people, I'm assuming, called him up and let him know his bag was about to be stopped. So Nore totally changed up his whole, so brother, that he switched it all the way up, okay? Now, that's his choice. It's up to the person. Now, he's not going to, in a sense, like, I get it in terms of, like, you're not gonna blow your whole bag for Kanye West, because Kanye West damn sure ain't gonna blow his bag for him. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of thought, I'm just gonna be interviewing him. Maybe he didn't think that he would get into hot water like he ended up getting by having Kanye West on them. But he soon learned that he had to answer to people. He had to get on the show and he was on an apology tour. Like I said, he was apologizing until he could not apologize anymore. I think it was kind of overkill, to be honest, because it was like, you're a journalist on this show. That's what he was calling himself, a journalist. So it's like, you're a journalist on your show. You do interviews. Like, I don't think another group of people or whatever can tell you, who to interview or whatever like that. I do know that there can be parameters around what you ask a person and what you should allow them to say on your show, because regardless of what, there will be backlash. But in terms of just interviewing someone on their shows or whatever, I don't think another person or people or anything could tell someone who to interview on their show or whatever like that. But anyways, he definitely he definitely got checkmated on that interview and all that kind of stuff. And then Kanye West went on to do like other interviews on shows with some people, but it was more of them trying to get Kanye West to apologize for what he had said on Drinkchamps. And I saw a little bit of another show. I forgot the name of the show that he went on. It was a white guy on there, talking to him and trying to get Kanye to apologize. But he said that it's like, you would have to go out and watch that, because that part I didn't get that much. But it seemed like he said he apologized for hurting people that may have gotten hurt by the words that he was saying, that were innocent, that didn't have anything to do with what he was saying. Because you do have other people that are of that community that, just aren't doing those type of things that the industry is doing. So he wanted to extend his apology to those folks and stuff like that. But so it was kind of just kind of like, okay, I'm not like, I am not like a big, huge Kanye West fan or anything like that. Like, it's not that I dislike him. I don't dislike Kanye West, but I'm just not a big fan of Kanye West. However, I do like some of Kanye West's music. I think that he does have some pretty dope music. There's some of his songs that I really, really enjoyed. So some of those ones that I did like, I actually downloaded a few Kanye songs that I did like. I think his collaboration with Jay-Z was nice. I forgot the name of that song, On the Throne or something like that. I forgot. There was a couple of collaborations that he did that I thought was pretty cool. in terms of his music and stuff like that, I can get with Kanye West in that kind of way. But other than that, his, I don't like really connect with like Kanye's vibration, like the way that he is, like kind of he does have kind of like that, that bigger than life type of mentality about him. So it's like, whatever. I just don't really think of him really much like that in any type of way except for some of the music. But other than that, yeah, guys, so that is my spiel. That's all I have to say about Kanye West. So I was just like kind of, just wanted to say my opinion on there, but in no way, shape, or form, let's make this crystal clear with me as well. I am not condemning any type of community out here. This video wasn't meant to do anything like that. It's not political. It's not nothing like that. Anything that I said was just made based on my opinion only. Okay, so definitely, don't, I hope that no one has took any offense to anything that I've said here, because this video was not meant to offend anyone. I'm just telling my opinions about what I feel about Kanye West and what he said, okay? Then other news, okay, so I did state in the beginning, guys, about the channel having, that we talk about the locks and wellness and stuff like that. The small change that is happening is that as far as my wellness content, I will not be putting that here on this channel any longer, because I am going to stop posting on my clear water tarot, guys. So I have created that channel. I really, really want to start, chiming in over there, guys. So this is my sign for my clear water tarot channel, guys. So I have my, new channel that it's already created. However, there is no videos over there yet, but I am going to be working on that. I know that it's a little bit, I'm maybe about a week behind on this channel, because I wanted to definitely be able to post weekly as much as I can. I'm going to put it out here in the air that I'm going to get to a point where I'll have more time to do that. It's just, unfortunately, I still am not financially at a place where I could just not work and all this stuff kind of stuff and then dedicate all my time to these videos. Although I wish that I could, because I actually do enjoy doing them. I'm definitely going to start doing some lives because I want to interact with you people. And what I'll do is I'm going to just like put it ahead of time. This is Friday. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and challenge myself right here on this channel this Saturday coming up. I'm going to think of a topic and I'm going live. And I would say I'm going to do it around 6 p.m. Let's say 6 p.m. I'm going to do it at 6 p.m. Saturday Eastern Time. 6 p.m. I am going to go live. It's going to be my first live, Lock Stars. And so I really hope to see you guys there. And before this comes up, I would actually like your opinions on what topics we could talk about on the live on Saturday. I definitely want to find out where you guys are from, what's going on. I want to know where all my Lock Stars are at. And I definitely want to, I know the thinning topic was a real big topic with people. I'm still getting comments with people dropping about the thinning thing. So that tells me that is so much of that going around, guys. So we could definitely talk about that. We could definitely talk about that, or any kind of topic that has to do with Sister Locks. If you have any ideas, guys, just make sure you post those below. But yes, if anyone, so back to the Clearwater channel, I'm going to be transferring all of my wellness content over there. I will let you guys know when the first video or a couple of videos go up over there, so you can go ahead and go over there. I'll be talking about general tarot readings over there. If anyone is interested in that, I'll be talking about crystals, because I actually collect crystals. I really, really like crystals. I use those too. If you have interest in crystals, tarot reading, wellness stuff, I'll be talking about all things spiritually over there, because I am multifaceted. I do have a lot of different things in my life that I enjoy, just to balance my life out, and spirituality is one of those type of things. So the tarot channel will be dedicated to more of my spiritual side of things. Over here, I have a passion for hair and all of that stuff, like I said before, because that's been a big part of my life. And I will just focus on hair stuff here on this channel, and also throw in some entertainment like type of things like this. Sometimes if I, sometimes I get a little down in the dirt with the little entertainment sometimes too. So not much, but sometimes if something catches my eye or something like that, it's a story that pops out that is buzzing around everywhere. I may throw my little 2 cents in there or talk about that as well. Hope that nobody minds, but that's just, just who I am. But anyways, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I missed you guys. I really was all like, today I'm making a goddamn video. So I definitely want to drop this. So like, share, subscribe. And I am so glad that you guys came back to hang out with your girl, okay? So keep lighting up the spot. And as always, Sharon is Karen. And all right, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Mwah.